Morning meeting compliance, plus a bonus. My primary job during the daytime has been in the elder care field for a long time now. This story takes place while I was earning my MS, and my company allowed me to intern elsewhere twice a week to learn a couple new managerial positions. Every morning at these buildings we have what is called stand-up, an every weekday meeting where all the managers check in with each other. The only boss who actually had us stand up for these kept them very quick, 10 to 15 minutes. The rest let us sit and typically ran them for 20 to 30 minutes. But at my internship building, the director had a different vision. She only wanted to meet once a week, but for the entire morning. She thought it was more efficient, and would allow us to dive deeper into issues. So she insisted we stay in that uncomfortably hot room for 3 hours every Tuesday morning, where after 30 minutes the meetings devolved into her ranting about her breakfast and her commute because we were out of topics. As a good intern hoping to curry her favor, I showed up one day early on with a couple of things I had planned out to discuss. But I only got a couple sentences in before she stopped me. If your topic is only relevant for some of the people at the table, and not everyone, you shouldn't be bringing it up here. Well, that rule isn't true for anyone else here, and there goes both my topics for the day. But whatever, I shrugged and said okay. So for the next few weeks, whenever it came my turn to speak, I'd simply reply that the things I needed to say weren't for everyone. All my good ideas, everything I had to share from my asked manager position at my primary building, she wasn't getting any of it. When I wrote my final paper on what I learned from that position, I made sure it was alright with my teacher to write about how a bad manager can teach you what not to do. Bonus, this director had me do some of her work as part of my internship, where I filled out the forms and she reviewed them. One day, she called me out for doing math wrong. She insisted that we shouldn't be rounding up unless the number was at least 0.6, huh? I tried to explain that it was at 0.5, but she mocked me and said she felt sorry for my math teachers. I mentioned this to another manager, who told me to just let it go, so I did. But the thing is, the number she had me correct downward were our census percentages. We had 52 rooms occupied out of 55, so 94.54%. She had been reporting that as 94%. And according to my primary building's director, the cutoff for their position to earn bonuses was 95% residency.